Yo, what is going on? It's your boy Shawnee Sean, and today I wanted to go over some of the NFL 2024 quarterback prospects. I haven't really taken too much of a big dive into their tape or their rankings, but now that the combine is through and they have all their tape and film on display, it's time to jump in and check it out a little bit. I may have some personal biases already, but just to get things off, I personally like Drake Maye a lot. I think that he may be one of the best when it's all said and done from this draft. Also like Jayden Daniels very much. Not super high on Caleb Williams. I like the talent, but I think the decisions making is a little bit off, and he definitely needs to go through his reads. We'll definitely go into it a little bit more. I like Bo Nix a lot, probably more than most, and definitely needs to work on his deep ball or arm strength because it looks like he's really got the short and medium game and accuracy, but we'll see. McCarthy's super young, so definitely looks nice and promising for a team that wants to mold him, but a lot to throw on his shoulders. Penix spun the ball really well at the combine, so we'll see how he does going forward. Really liked Spencer Rattler a couple years ago. He fell off once Caleb Williams sort of took over and took his job. Jordan Travis is also interesting, but he's hurt, so not going to really get too much into him. Joe Milton, I sort of like, but I hear that he's sort of an up and down prospect. Have not seen anything about Michael Pratt, the Tulane quarterback, so we'll see about him. And Sam Hartman looks like a great quarterback, but we'll see how he does going forward. And I personally like Keaton Slovis a little bit, but I'm not too familiar with his game. I cannot say that I watched that much BYU tape. So, what's this? Sorry about that. So the first prospect up is Caleb Williams, the USC quarterback from Washington, D.C. Is a junior, 6'1", 214 pounds. NFL.com has him as a 6.76 rating, which means that he could be very good. He's, as far as prospects, pretty elite. Let's see their overview. Thinks that he could be a slightly larger Kyler Murray, which definitely makes sense based on sort of the way he relies on his feet. This is Lance Zierlein's review, but looks like needs to show more consistency. An above average athlete, has a great touchdown to interception ratio, 46-1. In the Reds, keeps his eyes and arm alive, which is very good, especially when leaving the pocket. Something that Kyler Murray and Russell Wilson do very well. Definitely does a great job of feeling the pressure and escaping it when needed to extend the play. Some weaknesses, I personally think going through his reads are definitely one. Disconnecting on some deep ball accuracy. But let's watch a little YouTube video or something. We'll see. Caleb Williams highlights. We're just gonna watch something real basic. I don't want to see that. Yeah, I want to see something biased, honestly. Here we go. Alright. Pressure, good footwork, escaping. See, that's a good highlight here, but like, did he go through his reads? See, here he's going well. He's looking around, but now he's escaping. He's running back. I mean, NFL guys are going to get much closer to him. But this is still a good run. He's an above-average athlete. Stands tall in the pocket. Looks around. Doesn't like what he sees. And then uncorks it. Has this guy wide open. Could he not find him 5 seconds earlier? Yeah, like sometimes it looks like he's just making a play for the sake of making a play. Like these guys are wide open. How can he not find them like 6 seconds earlier? I don't know. Am I really nitpicking? I mean, a great play. Runs well. Pretty big size on display. He's 6'1". He definitely runs with a lot more, I don't know, power and strength than Kyler. That's a great throw on the run. But was it necessary? Good feel under pressure, like the footwork, gets real set, and then now that was a beautiful play. I loved that. Pretty nice. Yeah, I mean he's a good runner, but I don't know if he's gonna be as great of a runner in the NFL. You can see these guys are catching up. Quarterback draw. I'm faster than you. I have a good block. Almost making myself look silly now. Corking it, arm strength. Now that's pretty. I like to see that on display. Fake. Oh, I got them all. Wait for my blocker. I like that. And now muscle him in. So that's a good play. That's a good play. This guy deserves Heisman. Uncorks it. Good ball placement. Could have potentially been a little bit better. Feels the pressure. Shakes it off. Tosses it between two defenders. Gets some yak yards. Feels the pressure. Runs in for an easy. Well, makes it look easy. Feels the pressure. That's a tough throw. I don't know if I necessarily liked it. Uncorks it, goes deep, wide open, good play. Steps up in the pocket, feels the pressure. So he's got great pocket presence. He definitely can feel the pressure and has very good footwork to get out of it. I don't know if I need the volume up so high here. Against Oregon. Uncorks it. That's a good, I mean, beautiful ball placement. I mean, all these guys are going to be accurate. Maybe not as accurate. This is definitely, maybe. I mean, he took off. There's a reason he's going number one. I just don't know if it's going to solve all the Bears' problems. You know, they definitely still have Justin Fields on the book. Probably we'll get like a second and fourth. We'll call it second and third in return. Even if one or both of those are this year, is that enough to fix the rest of the holes? I mean, they definitely, their defense got better. The DJ Moore trade seemed to be working out all right. Ooh. Nice play for the receiver. I think Jerry Rice is on this USC team. And then they have another really good wide receiver from what I remember. I think that's Jerry Rice's kid, number 2. Shimmy, shimmy. Yeah, like he's sacked in the NFL there. That's not a good throw. Not enough arm strength. That was beautiful. Love that. Alright. So 5 minutes of Caleb Williams. I really like his footwork and his running ability. He's definitely an above average athlete. Steps up in the pocket very well. I mean, clearly looks like one of the better prospects in this year's draft, as he will go number 1. if I mean that's pretty much all pretty much said and done at this point. It looks like he's going to the Bears. It's just a matter of time of when they trade Justin Fields. I like Caleb Williams, though. I just don't know if he's got, we'll say, game-changing elite ability. Looks like he can have like a similar NFL career to Dak Prescott. I feel like that's a ceiling, maybe a playoff game here and there, but ultimately, just not really, I don't think, good enough to elevate the guys around him. But we'll see. Let him prove me wrong. I personally might prefer the next guy we're talking about, and that is Drake Maye, who is currently my favorite quarterback in this year's draft. So let's look at his draft profile. UNC quarterback Drake Maye is 6'4", 223 pounds, with a hand size of 9 1/8 inches. His boomer bust potential rating is a 6.5, which is very good as far as being a quarterback. Most likely, a year one starter or eventually a starter, and then we'll sort of see after a year or two, especially with quarterbacks, you really need to let them develop. But he's got the prototypical size that you like in a quarterback, and arm strength. It really reminds me a lot of Justin Herbert coming out. Just a big arm guy from not necessarily most prolific football school, but definitely 2 years of starting experience, and looks like he's got a lot of arm strength. Captain of the team, has the size and frame, like I said. Ball comes off his hands very well. Could potentially struggle a little bit under pressure. Had decent talent and didn't necessarily play the greatest talent with Oregon schedules. Ball placement might potentially be a little bit better, so we will see. Drake Maye highlights. Future franchise QB, Just Boom. I like Just Boom. He makes a good edits. All right. I mean, easy start. This guy's wide. Oh wait, I am not showing these, but this guy's wide open on the first one. Maybe not wide open. Good ball placement right above the corner, and now that's off balance, and then plenty of arm strength to go. Oh, off his back foot, backpedaling, and just chucks it 40 yards with ease. See, that's what I mean. I love that size and strength. Shakes this guy off with him on his ankles. Just throws a 12-yard dot. Maybe it's just that baby blue that I love. The fake, the pump gets the defense going, and then literally, guy is wrapped up. What is this, pit? Looks like he's It looks like he's gonna run, and then just nah. My boy's wide open in the back of the end zone. I threw you off. Alright. Big arm. One read. I'm just gonna let my guy go up and get it. I trust him. This DB doesn't even know where the ball is. Oh, quick decision. Boom. That's a good route. I like that receiver, number 9. Oh, he throws it. Dude, he's always looking to throw, it looks like. That's a tough throw. That is a tough throw. That arm angle and body position, I don't know if it was fully necessary. but to have that in your bag is very nice. He had the space where he might have been able to set his feet a little bit. Runs that beautiful. Ooh. Ooh! Just gonna hurdle you. That's my little Josh Allen impression. Oh, corking it. Uncorking it. Little fade route. Honestly, I maybe want that a little deep. Maybe a little deeper. Like another couple inches deeper. I know that's nitpicking. Feels the pressure, steps up, running, easy. I mean, take what you can get. There's a huge hole on the right side. Uncorks it, dude. You love just seeing him just load up that arm, and he does it with such ease. Alright, so we're clearly a Drake Maye fan. I mean, clearly these are the highlights, so there may be plenty of lowlights that I'm not looking at right now, but so far, I mean, I really love the way the ball just floats off his hand so effortlessly. You can see his arm strength on display. Looks like he's making very quick decisions. Has the prototypical size and strength that you love in a quarterback. Yeah, I mean, this is my QB1. Oh, we don't need my... Sorry about that. Oh... Yeah, so I mean, definitely shows off his little running ability. Not really looking to run most of the time, though. Really wants to just show off his arm strength and get guys open. So hopefully he goes to an offense with some speedy receivers, or they get some speedy receivers to pair him up, because that's a big arm that you want to see just on display. So already a huge Drake Maye fan. Like I said, probably my personal favorite quarterback in this year's draft. But I am very excited to see these next quarterbacks highlights, and that is Jaylen. If we could find him. There we go, Jayden Daniels. But yeah, I personally like Drake Maye a lot. Maybe I'm a little biased because I personally like UNC a lot as well. But let's see the weaknesses that NFL is giving him, saying struggles with the chess match against pressure looks, but he looked decent against some pressure. Definitely didn't have the pocket awareness that Caleb Williams had, but Caleb Williams also sort of held on to the ball much longer where he needed to make those athletic plays, where Drake Maye was much quicker with his decision making, in my opinion. But receivers had to chase too many intermediate throws. That definitely looked like it may have been the case. Looks like he's got almost too much arm strength sometimes and needs to figure that out. Although with the NFL guys, they are going to be a little bit faster, the wide receivers, so maybe that won't be as much of a problem, and they are just higher talented guys. But he had some nice guys. I know that one of their wide receivers is going early this year, and the wide receiver who went to the Indianapolis Colts is also pretty good last year. Yeah, but that's pretty much Drake Maye. Let's move on to our third quarterback now, and that is Jayden Daniels. And Jayden Daniels, already a big surprise here. He's bigger than I expected. He's 6'4", 210. I thought he was so much smaller than that, to be honest. I thought he was like 6'1", 6'2". And like a good 20-30 pounds less. So maybe he's bulking up, or maybe he just grew a little bit more. But that's very impressive already off the back. Has bigger size and better size than I expected. Definitely like his talent on the field. Won the Heisman this year. Has a lot of talent around him at LSU. But ultimately is still balling out and plays like with a real gamer mentality, in my opinion. Really has a good feel before pre-snap motions, according to NFL. So really does a good job at the line of scrimmage, reading what's happening. And let's see our Heisman. All right. Athletic ability, good ball placement, and this is also one of the best. Jayden Daniels also is very, I guess, lucky to have two of the better receivers in this year's draft in Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas Jr. But takes off there and is fast. Ooh, that is blazing speed at a quarterback. I forget what I think he ran a pretty nice 40. It was like a 4.5. I could be wrong. But boom, kid's off that edge and no one's catching him. That's beautiful. All right. Feels the pressure. Evades it. Little juke. Get out of my way. And then eventually gets tackled. Boom. I mean, he just broke that guy's ankles. Psh. Yeah. I might like Jayden Daniels more than Caleb Williams already. Ooh, feels the pressure, steps up. Whoop, whoop. He's so fast. Ooh. Jayden Daniels might be my number one after watching this. This is exciting. He's fun. Ooh. Too easy. I got your corner sleeping. This guy. Number 4. Making that guy look foolish. Neighbors is in motion. Not going to Neighbors. Going to deep to Brian Thomas Jr. Too easy. Deep ball. Boom. Bloop. Delivery. I'm just going to run this in. Thank you. I'm faster than you. It's too easy sometimes. I mean, right in the breadbasket. That little fade route on the right side. Defender can't get that. Quarterback option. I'm running. Ooh, he's strong. Running through these guys. I mean, I don't know. Is that Mizzou? Uncorks. Brian Thomas. I mean, it looks like Brian Thomas is just open on half these plays. Alright. I'm just going to run it in. I bet he's pretty good at the tush push. Yeah. Alright, spinning. Let's see. Uncork. Definitely has that fade on the right side. Can I see a fade to the left? Just bums. Show me a fade to the left. He loves throwing to the right side to Brian Thomas. Oh, well, that was Neighbors. Just gonna run it. Run, 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 run. Whoop. Whoop. He does. He's got like a little Lamar to his running. Boom! Jump ball to Neighbors. Ooh. Neighbors, you're gonna need to get both feet in the NFL. But what a catch. What a throw. Beautiful. Alright, last one. Drops back. Uncorks. Back. Boom. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's picked in the NFL. Those DBs, there were two guys sitting here. Number 3's picking that off in the NFL. I think number 3's picking that off in the NFL. Uncorks. Yeah, I mean, this Kyron Lacey guy is pretty nice. I don't think he's coming out this year. But Jayden Daniels is really exciting. More exciting than I expected. I am actually a little surprised. He has much bigger size than I expected. His anticipation and rushing ability is pretty nice. His ball placement's pretty good. Big playability. Very fast at the quarterback position. So I'm pleasantly surprised with my guy. With my guy over here. Yeah, that's pretty much what I got so far. Let's see who we got next. So those are the top 3. Still sort of deciding who we like and how. And how we're placing them. But next guy up is my guy Bo Nix out of Oregon. 6'2", originally from Alabama. 214 pounds with a 10-inch hand size. Pretty nice. So personally, what I like about Bo Nix is his accuracy and his throwing ability on the short and intermediate routes. I think that he's one of the best in this draft at those. I don't know about his elite ceiling, or if he had where his ceiling is, but at the same time, he could be very much a Kirk Cousins type quarterback, maybe even better. So I personally like his ability and arm strength. Definitely has one of the higher. He seems like he's more ready to play than most of these other guys, but we'll see. Big hands, which is nice, and says he can manipulate defenses with some aggressive pump fakes. That can actually go a very long way in the NFL. Ball comes out of his hand with a good pace without much effort. That's good. Pretty tough. Tends to short arm throws with the blitz. So we'll see. Can we find no Bo Nix? Well, look at this. Is that Franklin? Because Troy Franklin's also a guy I really like, the wide receiver from Oregon. So does a good job of evading the pressure. Guy was wide open though. You might need to make that throw faster and just take the hit sometimes. Yeah, I don't know. I think you're getting sacked there. in the NFL. Good ball placement there. Three-step drop. Wide open. I mean, nothing special. Quick decision to run and takes the easy touchdown. Those are sweet uniforms. I love that green and blue, green and black. I mean, looked pretty nice with that fake handoff. Rips it back, does a little pump, bites up the zone. Easy to Troy Franklin. My guy. Evades the pressure. Probably gets sacked in the NFL there. Yeah, that's a tough throw. I don't know if I like that one. Goes deep, wide open. Touchdown. Dude, Franklin is on the receiving end of these looking like a stud. Uncorks, pocket collapses, and finds his boy Franklin. I mean, this is more of a Franklin highlight reel, if you ask me. A lot of pressure, guys wide open in the back of the end zone. Quack, quack, quack. Yeah, Troy Franklin. I like him a lot for the Eagles in particular. Ooh, there he goes. Who's that? Johnny Johnson? I don't know if I like that ball. Although this guy's quick. I mean, most of these guys are just speed demons that are wide open that he's throwing to. I don't know if it's just on loose zone coverage or... That was a little tougher. I mean, he makes pretty good decision making, has pretty nice ball placement. But like half the time these guys just look wide open. Maybe this is just because it's a highlight reel. Yeah, I mean, Troy Franklin. That's the guy. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets drafted ahead of Bo Nix. That was a nice throw. That was one of the best ones, and they're barely even showing it. And now he runs here. He's quick. Pretty quick. Escapes the pocket, uncorks, feet are not set, and it's underthrown. But finds his boy Troy Franklin, and he makes up for the mistakes. A lot of pressure from the edge. Underthrown off his back foot. Good pump fake and elusive speed. I like that. Little gunslinger there. Or ripped it there. High pressure situation. Tight window throw there. And now this guy's just gone. Gone. To the house. You can't stop me. Can't stop me. Alright, so Bo Nix was in. Oh, there it is. Bo Nix was interesting. He was fun. I don't know if I mean, he's clearly the worst of the guys that we've done so far, but might be a later first round pick. But you could see on that highlight that Troy Franklin was really popping off on every throw. Was pretty much on the receiving end of every touchdown that he had. So keep your eyes on him. Will be interesting to see which of those two guys goes first, considering they're both, I'd say, late first round prospects. So maybe one of them goes earlier than expected. And I'll dive into their combine stuff a little bit later. But moving on to JJ McCarthy, the highest riser in most people's boards. A lot of people like him are dubbing him the potential next Brady. I think he's only lost like 3 games in college and maybe 1 in high school. So definitely has a nice winning mentality, but super young. I think he's only 19. One of the youngest quarterbacks in this year's draft from Illinois, junior, coming out. Smaller hands with just 9 inches, and it looks like he will very likely be a starter and maybe overdrafted in this year's draft. A good fit feels like Denver. From everything I've heard, it seems somewhat likely that could potentially be happening. But we'll see. Teams might have to draw a draft up to get him. A lot of rumors are saying that he might be a top 10, top 15 pick. So we will wait another month or so. I think the NFL draft is in about 50 days, 48. But national champion, definitely had a lot of talent around him at Michigan. Plays with a chip on his shoulder, but can play in a pro-style scheme. Definitely makes pretty good decision making and pretty quick and decisive. Ball comes out of his hands pretty well. Still really young and raw though. Not the greatest arm strength. And really would like to see a little more speed and timing on some of his throws, but we will check out the tape. So JJ, it's time to watch your highlights, son. JJ McCarthy. We want, this looks good, Prince highlights, baby. Alright, let's go. Twitchy, let's go. Throws, good, not bad. Blake Corum, I like him. Steps up in the pocket, finds his guy. Not bad to start things off. Uncorks it, easy throw. Don't take an extra step, don't take an extra motion. Guy's wide open for the touchdown. Step back, falling back a little more, get myself some space, run out, make the throw in the back of the end zone. My guy's open. He's beaten this guy by 2 yards. I like extending the play there. Gaming with 3 defenders in front of you. Fake, goes deep. Yeah, I mean a little more arm strength and speed would be nice on that play. Good ball placement there, though. Very nice ball placement. And Wilson's a very nice player as well. I think that's Damian Wilson. Fake. And there's Wilson again. Oh, Roman Wilson. Who's Damian Wilson? Did I make that up? Escapes the pocket. Yeah, NFL defenders have him sacked there. But I like how he extended the play and found this guy. Yeah, he's sacked there. Number 4 has him in the NFL. And then number 5 is much bigger and might be able to bat that down. I don't know if I like that. That's a real tight window. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that one at all. Don't like that either. Number 8's wide open. And maybe that's because he threw him open, but... And I mean, Wilson's probably the better receiver in that play. Yeah, I don't know. This guy looks like he's going to be throwing a lot of picks in the NFL. He's just way too willing to throw in the middle of the field, too low. And, I mean, these are some risky throws, if you ask me. A lot of pressure, guy's wide open. Yeah, I mean, this is good talent and good scheme around him. He's a good player. He's a decent gamer, decent ball placement. And you know what? I can't really blame him. I don't know if he's going to be going anywhere. I mean, Harbaugh's leaving this year. His stock's probably not going to improve that much more. I've had enough of JJ, though. I'm sorry, Michigan fans. He's okay. He's just okay. Sorry. I'm not sold on JJ. Let's watch some Michael Penix, who threw the ball very well at the combine. May have had the best just spin on the ball out of all the guys there. But definitely is coming off some injuries that are a little worrisome. But Michael Penix on display, and had Rome Odunze, so it'll be fun to watch some of his highlights as we do this as well. And I'm pretty sure Michael Penix is one of the oldest quarterbacks in this year's draft. Pretty sure he's 26. Let's actually double check on that real quick because I just popped up his thingy. Yeah. 6'2". It doesn't show his age. Alright, we'll get back to these though. Feels the pressure, escapes, makes this guy look silly. Yeah, too much time there. I don't know. I mean, this is why we're sort of in the later first round, second round tier of guys. He reminds me a lot of Hooker. Who was the quarter? Yeah, I think Hooker last year. Who was the Tennessee quarterback who went to the Lions? That was a pretty nice throw. Looks like he's got a pretty nice O-line. Just a clean pocket. Beautiful ball placement there. Let your guy get it. Odunze reminds me a lot of Mike Evans. Just a big body. This number 2 guy's pretty good too, though. I coax it wide open. Good ball placement. From his own end zone, unleashes a deep ball, goes 50 feet, 50 yards, and Odunze brings it down. That's beautiful. I mean, trust your big guy to get it. I mean, yeah, the way it leaves his arm, he just uncorks it. You can just see it looks, he's got a lot of arm strength. It looks somewhat effortless. He just flicks it, ding. Little fade to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Michael Penix Jr. Little spinorama, back of the end zone. I'm throwing. Oh, my guy beat ya, and he's gonna walk into the end zone. I just ran 100 yards. I'm tired. Get me the breath, the breath machine. Oh, uncorks it. Yeah, I mean, I think this is a good O-line. And some nice talent around him. But he's got a pretty ball. And, I mean, gets the ball out when he feels the pressure. Honestly, his NFL game might be better than his college game. Boom. In between the zone, just snipes ya. Alright, good ball placement there. Only where a Dunze can get it. Dude, this isn't a Dunze highlight reel. This is pretty much what I was seeing with Troy Franklin and Bo Nix. Sometimes one elite talent can really elevate you. And this number 2 guy, Polk, Christian Polk Jr. is really nice too. He should probably be a second, third round pick as well. Oh, Mr. Jackson. Alright, so we're pretty much done with Penix. So I didn't really see him under pressure much, but has very nice arm strength, pretty good decision making, and ball placement. Definitely want to see him under NFL pressure. Later first round pick, probably second or third with the injuries. Tore his right ACL twice, which is not good, and threw 9 picks in his last 11 games, which was not very good. 20-11 ratio is not the way you really want to end your senior season for him. So production and consistency definitely need to improve, but that is why he is later round prospect. He's also a little bit older, and then we'll spend, I guess, a minute or two on Spencer Rattler and Jordan Travis, and then we'll talk, I guess, about so Spencer Rattler I liked a lot a couple years ago when he was at Oklahoma, but sort of fell off. But I think actually might do better in the NFL with a new opportunity. He's only 6 foot 211, so he's got that nice size. Almost has 10-inch hands. Has very good ball placement and accuracy with a gamer mentality, but has thrown some picks, and decision making has been questionable at times. But his throwing, when you see some of the throws he makes, they're really fun from what I remember. So uncorks, takes the hit, finds his guy. That's an NFL throw. Finds his guy, gives him a chance. And I love Xavier Legette, who I think was on the receiving end of that and this, who has quickly become one of my favorite wide receiver prospects in this year's draft. Steps up in the pocket, feels the pressure. Yeah, he's sacked in the NFL on that play, but escapes and runs for another 11 yards. Not bad. Steps up in the pocket, runs, gets another 12 yards. At least he's just running to see another play. Deep ball, wide open, not impressed. Feels the pressure, like that, uncorks it. Threw it too high. You gotta throw it deeper, man. And this is why we're in the, we'll call it third round quarterback territory. Yeah. Underthrown a little bit there. Good timing. Defender has no idea. And that's my guy. Legette. Beautiful catch. Oh, was that in bounds? Oh, I want to see that one again. Deep ball to my guy. Steps back, steps back, steps back up. Yeah, he's sacked in the NFL on this play. He's not fast enough. I mean, he looks quick on this play, but not Jayden Daniels quick. He looks like he's like he's got to poop or something. Like he's clenching and just holding tight. I don't know. His running doesn't look so fluid, and I mean I get it. He's under a lot of pressure. I'd be pretty tight butthole situation too. Steps up in the. All right, yeah. So we're pretty much done with Spencer Rattler. I don't know if he looks like he might fold under pressure in the NFL. I'm not trying to be rude with that assessment, but has decent size, decent arm, so we'll see. We'll see how he does. Jordan Travis is hurt right now, but a quarterback from FSU was very promising and would be probably a first or second round pick if he were not hurt. But a team might be able to get a nice discount on a guy, has a pretty good arm strength and pretty accurate. Might be able to improve on going through his reads a little bit. And needs to be a little bit more decisive. But let's see the tape. Well, not the tape, really. The highlights. So we'll get 2 minutes of this guy. Pressure around him, not phased. Finds his guy Keon Coleman, wide open, touchdown. I love Keon Coleman. And we're gonna do a wide receiver dive, I guess, in another day or two. But that's my guy again, Keon Coleman. Just manning this guy. And it's looking like all these quarterbacks this year have a lot of very good wide receivers paired up with them. I don't know who this number 0 is. That was a nice catch. Pretty good ball placement. Deep ball. Keon Coleman. Yeah, so this is like a 4th round quarterback. A poor man's Jameis. Pretty big arm. Has pretty good size where he's not afraid to take a hit here and there. Stands in the pocket with a lot of confidence so far, which I'm liking that. Good ball placement there. Quick decision. Not bad. Maybe a little far on that one. I like that though. I like that. Yeah, we got like 3 more throws on this guy. Ooh! Was that a one-handed catch, Keon Coleman? That looked like some nice ball placement. I'd like to see that another angle of that throw. Here's a fade route, guy hanging on him. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like that ball placement. It was pretty good though. I mean, he got the fade touchdown, but the defender's hanging on him before. I mean, Keon Coleman's a lot of man to handle, so I sort of understand why he didn't get him. Goes deep, has a clean pocket, underthrown a little bit. Yeah. So has decent arm strength, not elite arm strength. Looks like a backup to start his career, and might forever be a backup. And I don't really want to get into these other guys, but I hear Michael Pratt's pretty interesting from Tulane as a late round prospect. 6'2", 217, 4-year starter and team captain. You like to see that. Displayed improvement all 4 years. Like to see that. Does a good job of pumping and throwing. So we'll watch a minute of Michael Pratt, I guess. Why not? A little underthrown. Don't necessarily love that ball placement. Should be another yard or two diagonally in the corner. Stands in the pocket. Finds his guy. Good ball placement there. Right between two guys like that. Looks like a somewhat pro style. Bounces off. Yeah, I mean, it's a dime. That guy just didn't catch it the first time. Feels some pressure, right? Yeah, I don't like that. That's picked by two guys in the NFL. That's a good throw. Wide open, but good throw. I like that. There we go, Pratt. Feels pressure on the edge. Guy's wide open. It's Brazzle. I like that name. Brazzle. Ooh, good ball placement there. Did that guy get both his feet in? Chris Brazzle, that's my guy. Oh, dude's got a big deep arm. Ball placement, I don't know. I mean, it was good, but to get the guy open, but not for a touchdown. A little short there. I mean, this is like a 5th round guy at this point, so what am I really expecting? But could be a project. Could develop into something. Has pretty nice deep ball and some nice traits that you like to see in a quarterback. So maybe you can mold him into something. I hear Joe Milton's fun, and Sam Hartman just looks like a great quarterback. But let's actually watch some highlights because I hear that he overthrows everyone. And just throws it high or above them on like every play. So that one's a little high, but that's a jump ball, so I understand. That's a little underthrown, but also a high floater. So I think I understand what I was hearing there. I mean, that's a good accurate throw. Feels the pressure. I mean, this guy's going to start in the NFL at some point just because some guy's going to get hurt and then he's going to be a hero of a game or two and then he's just going to look so good and steal the hearts of everyone. But then he's going to fall apart and just be a backup quarterback or a movie star quarterback the rest of his career. Because if any movie sets need a quarterback, they should definitely hire this guy. He's got the look. He's got the hair. He's got the jawline, the beard. Wide open. Yeah, I'm not impressed. I mean, pretty good quarterback. And is probably going to always have a cult following being a Notre Dame guy. We'll give him 2 more throws. That was all right. Get the first down. Wide open. All right. Yeah, so that was pretty much the quarterbacks for this year's draft. I'll do I guess more of an assessment of all of them. But so far, I definitely think that Drake Maye and Jayden Daniels are my top 2. Jayden Daniels is much nicer than I expected going into this a little bit. Was really impressed with his size and overall speed when it came down to his play. You could see his speed on display on the field, and hopefully in the NFL he's looking to throw more, but was not disappointed in his tape. Caleb Williams, I'm just not as impressed in the end. I think he might be my number 2 or 3 when it's all said and done. I think he's gonna be the number 1 pick, but there are too many red flags for me personally. If I were an NFL GM or coach, or had my job on the line, I would go with Jayden Daniels or Drake Maye as a safer pick, in my opinion, and build around one of those guys. They have the size that I like a little bit more. Drake Maye has the arm strength that I really love, and Jayden Daniels has just that big play ability. Caleb Williams, on the other hand, didn't really love the way he went through his reads, and yeah, I don't know. I feel like he just doesn't have that it factor like Jayden Daniels and Drake Maye potentially could have. Bo Nix, I liked. Gamer, I think he is one of the more pro-ready guys right now, but his ceiling is lower than some of the guys that I'll be talking about in a minute. But could probably start year one and give you decent stats, but I don't know how he'll progress after his rookie contract, we'll say. JJ McCarthy, super young and raw, but had a lot of talent around him. I don't know if he's got the arm strength in the NFL, but his decision making was pretty smart, and he's a winner. So his landing spot can really dictate how his career goes. Michael Penix has all the arm strength, and the ball spins off his hands very beautifully. Had very nice talent to throw to in Odunze and Polk. So very curious to see where those guys land as well. Spencer Rattler, pretty talented, fell off in his college years. So we'll see how he does in the NFL. Probably will be a backup to start, and then maybe earns himself a starting role at some point. And that's pretty much going to do it for today and the quarterback talk. I guess maybe tomorrow we'll do another deep dive of this, and we'll do running backs, which will be a lot of fun. So stay tuned, stay fresh, and stay sexy. I don't know.